I've had my blood taken for my lithium level. Just referrals and waiting lists. Well, what is a POTS referral? Because I don't know what a POTS clinic is. Good morning. It is 9:30 in the morning. My light box is on and I have started to get dressed and also in my pyjama top, but I've just put some compression tights on to try them out because they can be useful in POTS with blood pooling and like achy legs and stuff. So yeah, when I saw my cardiologist in November, he suggested I could try them. And I know this from sort of like the online community, but also he did say they don't help everyone and sometimes they can be more trouble than they're worth in terms of getting them on in the morning. They are really hard to get on. It took me like 10 minutes to get them on. And I always think when I say things like, oh, it took me like 10 minutes, or oh my gosh, we waited for like 5 minutes, it doesn't seem that long, but actually when you think about it, how often is it that it takes you 10 minutes to pour a pint of water? Or how often is it that it takes you 10 minutes to put on a pair of tights? Anyway, I've got them on, and I was going to wear a dress with them because I've not worn tights in ages, but now I'm thinking maybe I won't because it's quite cold out. I'm not sure exactly how cold it is. I was going to check, and then I put my phone down. Oh well, I can check. And if it's like above 8 degrees, which I don't think it will be, then I'll wear a dress. If not, then I'll put leggings over the top. But they're alright so far. It's interesting because you can see actually just how swollen my knee is. I thought it had gone down to normal size, but no, it's still swollen. As you can see, this one's a nice neat kneecap, and this one's sort of a mound. Then you can't see it as much this way around, but it's swollen here, but it's not swollen at all here. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get ready for the day. I finally caught up on vlogs, and I'm gonna make it my mission to do a vlog every day now and get it uploaded on time. That's like my aim for this term, is to do that. So I'll see you later. Good afternoon. It is it 1:20? 1:20? I've got my meds, picked them up and had my blood taken. Excellent. I've had my blood taken for my lithium level. In case you don't know, I have bipolar. I am on lithium as a treatment for that. And lithium is a salt, but as all salts, it can be dangerous if you have too high levels, and there's no point in taking it if your levels are too low. So you have your lithium levels done every 6 months to check that they're good, to make sure that they're in the right numbers. Last time I had mine checked, it was too low, so I've had it adjusted, and that's why I've had another check now when I only just got it checked in December. So I think they like to check either 4 or 6 weeks after your level has been changed to check that it's all okay. But yeah, have that checked today. Yeah, that's all I have to say right now. I am feeling very dizzy, so I'm going to lie down and I'll see you in a bit. Hello. I don't think you've seen me from this position before. I am sat by my radiator because it's really cold. I've been making phone calls since, I'm really dizzy. Oh dear. I had some lunch after I got home, and since then I've been making phone calls. well, I had a little rest first and then I was making phone calls. Just referrals and waiting lists. But I had to phone my GP surgery to ask. I went in yesterday to talk to them. I needed to ask for a prescription for my POTS medication, which they haven't put on repeat yet, which I'm going to show you this letter right here. I'd be grateful if you could put on a repeat prescription. And they've not done it. So I went in yesterday and I just said, look, I need this medication next week and it's not on my repeats. Can I have a prescription of it? And she was like, oh, you know, you'd have to see the doctor. And I was like, no, I've had this tablet for 3 months now. The doctors have given it me before and it's been prescribed by a consultant. I need the medication. Please can you ask the doctor? Otherwise I'm going to ring up tomorrow and I'm going to ask to speak to him, or I'm going to be taking up an appointment. I didn't say it like this. I'm going to be taking up an appointment that someone who needs it could be having. You know, I used to work as a receptionist in a GP surgery. Like, I know that there are protocol and stuff, but there's nothing wrong with her asking the doctor. Anyway, she said she'd ask, but she couldn't guarantee anything. So I was just going to ring up again, because I'd also asked about all these other things that I needed to sort out about appointments and referrals, because I got a referral to a cardio clinic in Birmingham in December, and they said that they would ring me by the 19th of December with an appointment, and they haven't yet. So I was like, ugh. And I've lost the referral now, so I was asking if I could have the referral again so that I could ring them, because they won't let you log on to Choose and Book unless you have the reference number. Anyway, she had to ask the secretary to get me another copy of the referral. So I phoned today because this, very specifically, you may have seen, I don't know if it was showing there, but please do an onward referral to a specialist in POTS. And this woman didn't know what I was talking about yesterday, so I rang again today to speak to the secretary, and it wasn't the secretary I was put through to. I think it was another receptionist, because her response when I mentioned the fact that it's general cardiology referral when it should be a POTS, she was like, well, what is a POTS referral? Because I don't know what a POTS clinic is. Anyway, I spoke to the secretary, who is very nice, who I've spoken to before, who was very helpful, and she gave me the number for the hospital, and she was explaining that it can be a general cardiology referral because the hospital can then internally refer me to the right cardiology clinic, and POTS is under the cardiology clinic, so that's fine. But I then was going to ring back the GP, well, I tried to ring them back, to ask about the fact that it says on this letter, she says she saw on the system that this consultant's letter is there. I was just going to ring and say, if it helps, on the letter it does say put it on repeat prescription, but after being on hold for 10 minutes, the call cut off, which I'm not happy about. I hate phone calls, and I've spent the best part of an hour now on hold or talking on the phone. And my room was getting really cold, even though I've got this blanket, so I put the radiator on for a boost, and I sat down, and then I tried to stand up and fell. So I guess I'm just going to sit here for a little while. I think once I start warming up a bit better. My toes were purple. They're not purple now. They were purple when I started this vlog clip, and now they're not purple. Oh no, one of them's purple. Anyway, how's your day going? Because my day's alright. I am alright. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm just annoyed at this. And so far I've not... Oh, okay, I'm getting a tiny little bruise. But just like under the surface bruise, not like an actual bruise. It hurt. My blood tests never hurt. And that one hurt. He was like, sharp scratch. I was like, hey, that hurt. Anyway, I'm gonna rest by the radiator. By the fire. and I will see you in a bit. Forgot just now to mention the phone call to the hospital where they said they are currently booking in for mid-October's referrals, and mine was December. So she said it's typically a 12-week wait to get an appointment. So 12 weeks, 3 months, December, January, February, March. So in March I should get a letter for my referral. Great. Wish I could afford private healthcare. Good evening and good night. I have my cute lights on back there. Getting in the mood to sleep. Just need to go brush my teeth. I've taken my meds and my inhaler. I cooked some dinner. Oh my goodness. So I was feeling very potsy whilst cooking dinner. All I was cooking was rice and vegetables, and it took me the best part of 2 hours. I did cook in bulk, so I've got 3 more meals of that, so at least I don't have to worry about like lunch tomorrow and the day after and dinner on one of those days. But like when I was sat on a chair to try and prevent POTS and fainting, controlling that, the joints in my hands were then aching from chopping vegetables. I wasn't chopping many vegetables at all. Just hypermobility. But ouch. Anyway, now my feet are hurting and my knee is hurting. I think compression tights worked, but I did take them off halfway through the day because they were just really uncomfortable. So I'm thankful that they sort of kind of helped with blood pooling, and I'm thankful that I've got lunch and dinner sorted for the next 3 meals. And I will see you tomorrow for more thankful thoughts.